Hello, welcome back to Operation Vimy Ridge. It is summer of 1915. I'm drawing a blank here. I just looked at it. Yes, it is the summer of 1915 for the British. We have a bunch of things to do and a couple corrections to make, but then we will get everything squared away here. So, we had 37 to spend. We are going to move a dreadnought from stage 3 to stage 2 for 4, 5 colonials for 10, an artillery for 5, lend-lease to French and infantry for 3, cash and carry a transport for 6, 2 infantry for 6, and finish the cruiser for 3. That is all of our money. We got 2 techs, and we have 1 free diplomacy roll, which we will roll for later. Okay, the quick updates. All neutrals start in port if they can. So General Hand Grenade gets lucky because his entire fleet is back alive. That was the worst rolling they've had in this game, and it doesn't help at all. So everything is back on the board for the Chileans, Argentinians, and Brazilians. I'm using Russia as Chile, Ottomans as Argentina, and Austrians as Brazilians. So because they shouldn't get near each other, so that should be okay. The other thing is the French will lose 2 infantry from Lorraine due to attrition attacks, so they are sitting there. And the factory in Bavaria was damaged to 6, so nothing can be placed there, so that fighter is going to go over to West Hungary instead. So I think that is it for the updates. The dice have continued to be completely against us, as Italy is now in the hands of the Central Powers. And so let's see if we can change our luck here, but it's not looking good for us, but we're going to have to put up a big fight at this point. So we have 2 technology rolls, 2 major factories on damage. We're going to do wartime economy as gray, and we're going to do convoy systems as blue, trying to get that Q ship to help us out on the rating. So I think we need 7 or higher on both of these. That is an 8 and a 4. So we will get wartime income up to stage 3. We've been struggling with that one, but convoy system stays where it is. And then we have 1 free diplomacy roll, and we are going to go for Belgium. I'm just trying to get the extra buck at this point. I was debating the Netherlands again, but no. We're going to do Belgium. We need a 3 or less on Belgium. And that is also an 8, so that is no-go. Okay, attacks. We have a couple. So we are going to take the transport in I-6, pick up the colonial from South Persia, drop him off in southern Iraq with the pre-dread bombarding, and the 4 infantry from Kuwait are going to attack the colonial and militia in southern Iraq. So we'll see how well that goes. Then we're going to do an attrition attack from eastern Egypt into Palestine. Then the fleet is going to pick up the colonial in Lemnos. They're going to go 1-2 with the major port and drop him off in Menes Gordo. Why are we doing this? Because right now there's a mine marker there, and if we can take it, that will trap the Austrian fleet in there. To come out, they will have to go through that mine marker. So we are going to try that. So we will have a pre-dread bombarding, and then the one dude. So we got to try to take some Italian money as much as we can. Some might ask, why are you not going to convoy raid? Well, right now the Italians technically have no money, so there's no point to convoy raid them. So we will not be doing that. Then the only other battle is the seaplane in British Midlands will go 1-2 and go on the map in A11 and join the fleet there. So that one's just a walk-on, so that one's not really anything crazy going on. And then we will have 3 artillery attrition attack into Bavaria, and then the airship has movement of 5. It's going to go 1, 2, 3 to Austria to bomb the lines. So we're going to bomb all the rail lines in Austria on a 3 or less. So we're hoping for good results there, and so we will have 2 movement left, so we can get back to southern France with that guy. So I believe that is all we have to do. So let's start with the bombing. There is no inherent AAA gun, so all we need to do is roll a 3 or less. And that is a 1, so that is good enough. So we will damage the rails in Austria. We do not want him to be able to get extra guys into northern Italy, because that's going to be a little bit of a battle here then. But the rails, all the rails in Austria have been damaged. And now I'm just going to land him there. He's going to go 1, 2. He's going to land back in southern France. So he is done. Okay. Let's do the attrition attack. So we will have 3 at 1. See if I can get as lucky as the general did on his turn. Not holding my breath. He had a lot more artillery, but 3 at 1. I got a 2, but that doesn't count. So I miss, and then we'll do the attrition attack up there in the Palestine. We have 1 at 1. Oh, that is a 1. So Dan, you will lose 1 dude from Palestine. I'm assuming it's the militia, but I will let you tell us, just in case that's not it. But I'm assuming you're going to lose the militia. Okay. So that looks like the last battle. Oh no, we have 2 battles yet. So let's do the one over here in Italy. It is mountainous, which stinks, but okay. So we have 1 bombard at a 3 with a pre-dread. So this would be huge just to hit this on the get-go, and then it's done. That's a 7, so that misses. And then we have 1 at 1, and he's got 1 at 2. White is 1, red is 2. And he frickin' hits me, so that takes care of that little idea. So his ships can come out. The good news is they can't go very far because they're in port, so the pre-dread's going to go 1 space anyway. But the dice were not with me there. I was hoping for the hit on the pre-dread. But now, best case scenario here is I did blockade the Italian ships in port now. Now, they can scramble 3 out if they really wanted to, but they would be facing 4 cruisers, 2 TBDs, a sub, and a coastal sub. So I doubt that they would scramble out of port. But if you guys decide you wanted to send 3 ships out against me, let me know and we can roll that off. Okay. So now I guess the last battle here is in southern Iraq. We have, once again, 1 pre-dread at a 3. Bombard. That is a 5, so that misses. And then because we were in the desert, everybody is at a 1. So I will have 5 at 1. And he'll have 2 at 3. Or sorry, 2 at 2. My bad. When it comes to this. So we need 2 hits here in 3 rounds. We have 5 at 1. There is 1 hit. So that's good. The rest are misses. So we get 1 hit. He's got 2 at 2. A 4 and a 6. So they both miss. So we will take off the militia. And we will try again. We have 5 at 1 again. Oh, there we go. There's another hit. Good thing we're not Chinese. We had a lot of retreats, but we got the last hit we needed. And he's got 1 at 2 in return yet. And that is a 9, so he misses. So, started out decent, went bad, went good at the end then. So, we will take southern Iraq with 4 infantry, so we'll be entrenched, and a colonial. And that's also worth $1. And then I need to grab a rondel. Do I have any British rondels over here? Yes, I do. So we got a British rondo we'll put in place here. Okay. So these are dead. So we will go up a buck to 36, join the Germans, and the Ottomans will go down to 10. Okay. I think that is all the battles. So non-combat movement. We are going to, in the transport that's left in I-6, is going to pick up the guy in Maharashtra and southern India. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with the strategic naval movement. And he's going to go into port in M8. Let me get over there. In M8 into eastern Egypt and go into port. Okay. The 2 TBDs are going to hang back, I think. Now, we're going to send one of the TBD. No, the TBDs are going to hang back for now there. Okay. So there is the non-combat movement over there. Over here in Africa, we are going to move the 2 colonials and infantry from South Africa, German South Africa, into Rhodesia. Leaving German South Africa open at this point. It's not worth any money, so I don't have to re-garrison it right now. And with no transports near me, I probably won't, but it's done there. Okay, we keep moving around here, keep moving around. The dreadnought that is in A22 is going to go 1, 2, and join the fleet over here in A11. So he's now on that card. Everything else is going to stay there. The 6 infantry that are in Picardy are going to walk to Lorraine. So that will be 6 British infantry. So we will add them to the French card in Lorraine, making a nice little stack there of British and French. Those guys moved. We already landed the airship. These guys will stay in port. I think they're safe. I don't think that, because the sub can't get there. He's going to go 3 spaces. Nothing can get to them, but I'm still going to stay in port just to be safe at this point. Okay. I don't see any more green arrows. I'm just doing one last pass through. Make sure I've done everything I wanted to do. I really wish I could have gotten this bad boy. But I just don't want the Austrian, the German, the Ottoman, and the Italian Navy all to attack separately but together, if that makes sense, because that's just going to make beating them all but impossible. So, okay, I think that's it. I don't see any more green arrows, so now we need to place some units. So the Lend-Lease, or not the Lend-Lease, sorry, the cash and carry transport goes into A25 to be delivered. The Lend-Lease French can go, we'll do colonials while we're down here. So a colonial will go into southern India, one into Maharashtra, one into southern Persia, so they're all garrisoned again. We got 2 left. One is going to go up here into eastern Egypt. Eastern Egypt is also going to get the artillery because of the factory there. Lemnos does not have one. So the other colonial infantry is going to go to Anglo-Egyptian Sudan and hang out there. Okay, then we have 2 infantry and a cruiser to place yet. So the cruiser will go into port with the rest of the Navy here in A22. The French infantry will go into Picardy. We Lend-Lease to Picardy. And the 2 infantry, we will put one in British Midlands and 1 in London. I'm not sure why. It really doesn't really matter, but there they are. Okay, these guys died, so they come over here to the dead pile. Okay. So I think that's it. And we did move. I think we already moved it, but we'll show it here now. We have a pre-dread on stage 2, 3, and 4 now. Okay. So I think it's time to collect some money and pass it on to the Austro-Hungarians. So I do not have wartime income yet, so I can't roll for that. We did get to stage 3 though, but so we have 36 in the bank, and we still get the 1 for. Oh, we get the. Yeah, but we missed that one. Did we take a land zone? Yes, we did. We did take a land zone, so we'll get a free one again as long as we keep southern Iraq. So we have Portugal on stage 2, so we get 1 for Portugal. So we have 37 again. So we collect 37. And let's do a quick disposition, and then we'll get it off the Austro-Hungarian and see what they want to do. So, in A11 is the Navy and a seaplane on map. So we will have 2 coastal subs, 1, 2, 3, 4 TBDs. One of them is paired with the effective commander. 2 cruisers. 2 cruisers. 3 dreadnoughts. 2 pre-dreadnoughts. A battlecruiser. In Scotland is a militia. Northern England's 2 militia. British Midlands is 3 infantry, TBD, 3 transports, cruiser and port, militia, and a recon blimp. London has 3 infantry, cavalry, fighter, and 2 naval infantry. Lorraine has 3 artillery, 2 fighters, and 6 infantry of the British, along with all the French stuff still there. No changes in Newfoundland. Down in Africa, Gold Coast still has a colonial. German South Africa is empty, but not worth anything, so it's okay. South Africa Union has a colonial. Rhodesia has 3 colonials and an infantry. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan has 2 colonials. Eastern Egypt has 2, 4, 6 infantry, 3 colonials, a cavalry, and 2 artillery, along with that French infantry, and then a transport for each in port. Kuwait still has a colonial. Southern Iraq has 4 infantry, which is a trench line, and a colonial. I-6 has transport 2 TBDs and a pre-dread. And let me just see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Japanese can only get to right here. So yep, they can stay out of port. They're good there. Southern Persia, Maharashtra, New Delhi, Benares, Calcutta, Southern India, and Burma all have colonials. And then the British Navy is now an M3 blockading the Italian ships in port, which is a pre-dread, 4 cruisers, 2 TBDs, a sub, a coastal sub, and a transport. We did 1 damage. We did 1 damage to the rails in Austria. So all rails in Austria have been damaged. And I believe that's it. Oh, the airship is in southern France. So now I think that's it. So if you guys have any questions, please ask. We will pass off the Austro. 1 loss in Palestine. Sorry, I'm assuming it's going to be the militia. So I'm just going to take him off now. So 1 militia died in Palestine from attrition attacks. If you guys have any questions, please ask. We will pass off the Austro-Hungarians, and we will see you all next year. Have a good one.